SpaceX it's no longer news that SpaceX, their IPO prospectus has been filed. They initially filed the IPO. Now the prospectus is out with all the numbers, and it is getting to the public hand this Friday. So we want to just look at what the numbers are worth, and to see if you are interested in buying the IPO, just look at what they have done. So that is the essence of this prospectus. For the records, the valuation is around 1.77 trillion US dollar, which will give you a share price of 135 if you overlay it with roughly 2.4 billion units of share. And you have to know that after the IPO, the outstanding shares have to increase. So let's look at the numbers, their performance, what it looks like. Another thing you have to bear in mind, of course, you are not looking for so much profitability because it's still a growing company. So it's going to be losing money and it's going to be burning cash. So just to know that other companies did that also. So, but you just want to see what this company is made up of, the structure and stuff like that. So let's dive deep. So, as the graphics is loading, so you have to know that this is one of also Elon's genuine brainchild too. So SpaceX, they have 3 major business segments. So SpaceX, their business model is divided into 3. One is under connectivity, the second one is under AI, and the third one is under space. So when you're talking of connectivity, that is where the Starlink comes in. If you're talking of the AI play, that is where the Grok comes in. Then if you're talking of the space, that is where the whole space comes in, going to the moon and stuff like that. So this is what the 3 revenue looks like. They are earning. If you compare it with Q1 2025 as against Q1 2026. So if you look at the earnings, you see that the most profitable segment of this business is the connectivity business, which is the Starlink. That's connectivity. The Starlink is the most profitable. You see that in Q1 2025, Starlink made a revenue of profit of over 2. The revenue doubled. Yes, the revenue doubled to that something percent, that's 1.6%. Then, if you look at the Grok too, Grok also revenue increased close to 12.5%, but it is the space segment, the revenue dropped. So that is just to give you an idea of what the revenue looks like. Then you can read other details. Just go to our X page, apexinvest.ng. You download these graphics and you can read it up. Then you see the subscribers, the number of subscribers that Starlink had. Then average revenue per user also in a monthly is close to $66. Then Starlink has over 10.3 million subscribers. So subscribers are increasing. That the pay through average revenue per user is dropping. So maybe they lower price to capture more market share. It's not a wrong play. So let's look at the income statement, what it looks like. So if you look at the income statement, you will see that this is on 2023 down to Q1. Just we are putting everything together. So you see that if you look at the top line, you see that revenue keep increasing. So revenues are increasing, but as the same way revenue is increasing, you see that costs are also increasing, which is sometimes natural. Then so much money is being spent on research and development. So it's still early days. It's still early days. So that is why if you look at the margins are shading negative. Of course, it's still early days. It's just to get a clue. Remember, a part of this revenue, we have showed you where the majority of the money is coming from. Then let's look at the balance sheet. So if you look at the balance sheet too, you see that the asset side of things, if you look at the assets, so the assets pretty doubled. Just asset just doubled, but also if you look at the liability side of things too, see that the liability also went up, debt and all, just early days. So this is how all the books look like. The asset side is closed. You see the size of the business, what it looks like, and the stuff like that. So this is just performance. So it's still early days. So we have some key notes you have here in mind. So number one is this. So their connectivity, the subscribers, then the balance view is this, where you see that balance sheet refers to early stage stuff like that. Then for growth and platform like that, then even the likes of Amazon at a time when they list they were making loss until even Tesla the same thing. So sometimes it's not just about the profitability, it's on what you are betting on. So the ambition is not a question. Going to the moon and stuff like that, best internet company, best AI company, stuff like that, is not a problem. Even if you read through self, there's something that came to our notice too, is that the total addressable market, they are putting it at 28 trillion. Like, this is mind blowing. Now, if you split it among these three segments, they are saying that the AI side of things is taking close to 26 trillion in that. So it means they don't just want to do AI for retail users. They don't just want to do it. They might be looking to scale AI into enterprise users, not just for the normal retail app, but for the enterprise. So that means they will be challenging more. They are going to spend money on AI. So, but on surface, you might think that the business is a kind of a connectivity business, but from the way, if you look at that total addressable market, then you see that the net is an AI story, or the travel lane looks like it's gonna be an AI story. So that is it about SpaceX. So if you are buying, you tell us, are you buying? Are you waiting? Historically, you know that companies, most of them after IPO, shares used to drop. 80% of most IPOs drop before they go up. Not immediately. Sometimes they drop in the first 3 months. So you don't really just know, but just for you to know. So the question you should be asking yourself, is this valuation worth it? Is it what is, are you gonna commit capital? Even though the headlines are out there that it is even oversubscribed. So that is just our take on SpaceX coming IPO. See you on the next one. Take care.